Atalanta 2, Man United 2. Man United came from behind twice to earn a point at Atalanta in the Champions League yesterday. This is your match reaction to that game on the Stratford Africa channel with me, Hamza Suleiman. So please guys, once again, get into the comment section and let's get interactive. Let me know your thoughts about the game and the performance in general. And please subscribe to the channel if you are new, and smash a like on the video and share the video to your friends and family. Yes, so that being said, let's move straight into the game. United, as I said, came from behind twice, and both goals were scored by Cristiano Ronaldo. Two beautiful goals, especially the first one. It was very beautiful. It's one of the most team goals I have seen us score in a long time. That goal was beautiful. Bruno Fernandes' impact in that goal, it was just amazing. The goal was amazing. The passing, the passage of play that led to it is what everybody wants Manchester United to be doing on a consistent basis. But for some reason, we haven't been seeing that. Yes. So I think the game in general was a very difficult game. It was a hard game for the boys. The boys didn't find the game easy at all. Atalanta really came out and they meant business. They pressed us. They were physical. They were aggressive. And they didn't leave even a little bit of a breathing space for our players. And our players really struggled to cope with that aggression and that physicality and that press. You know, Manchester United and a high press. The moment you come at us, pressing us aggressively, we always seem lost and we don't know what we are doing on the ball, and we keep giving it away time and time again. Yes, so I think Atalanta were the better side in most part of the game. So it was a very difficult result for them to take. The draw wasn't fair to them, but that is football, you know. So they were the better side in all. And what is most challenging to me and most problematic to me is the fact that those who are at the top of Manchester United, the board and the owners, they sit down and they watch us play this way week in, week out. And for some reason, they think this is sustainable. How can this be sustainable? There's no way we are winning league titles and Champions League playing this badly. The way we play football is not sustainable at all. And that brings me to my next point. I think there is no accountability whatsoever at this football club. From top to bottom, the club seem not to know what they are doing. They are just huffing and puffing around. Nobody knows what the plan is. Nobody knows what the standard or the ambition is. Do you understand? If there was to be a serious accountability at this football club, number one, this manager shouldn't be here anymore. Because the style of football he plays is very unsustainable. And if you are going to stick with him, then we might as well just forget about winning things, you know. And what they want to happen before they sack him, I think that will never happen with the amount of players we have, with the quality of players we have, and the way he always manages to get himself in the good books of the players. They are not going to down tools that to that level to get us being poor for a long run before they will sack him. So what they want to see before they sack him, they will never see it. And if they keep sticking with him, we are never going to be good enough to win trophies. So we are really stuck with him, really. Yes, and there's no accountability from his side too. For example, Maguire has been shit all season. I can't believe that guy is our captain. How the hell did he become the captain of this football club? The whole season he has been crap, but he keeps picking him week in, week out, game in, game out. You understand? Bailey has been out of this team for a long while now, and he comes back yesterday and he looks 10 times better than Maguire. The guy played amazingly yesterday. He was physical. His recovery pace was on point, and he's on the ball, his dribbles, the way he played out was just fantastic. Maguire, on the other hand, was very sloppy. He was slow. His concentration wasn't there. He kept playing people on, and all of that. Meanwhile, he's wearing the armband, and Bailey can't get a game. It's just a mess. This situation is just it's just a mess. You understand? So I think Maguire shouldn't be playing ahead of Bailey as it stands now. Even you can make a point for Phil Jones. Even at this rate, I don't even think Maguire deserves to start ahead of Phil Jones. Until we give Phil Jones a chance and he messes up like Maguire is doing, I think he can say, no, I can play better than this guy. Because he has cost us over 90% of the goals that we have conceded this season. And our defensive ability is bad. The way we ship in goals is just bad. Roanaldo has scored about 5 goals in the Champions League, and we have only 1 plus goal difference in the group. This is just shambolic. The moment Varane went off yesterday, the defense looked all over the place again. Maguire doesn't look like he's at it at all. Something is not right with him up here, and the manager needs to sort that out as early as possible. So, and that is it there. And I think in the midfield too, yesterday Pogba was not good. Throughout his time on the pitch, he was very, very poor. Pogba had a very bad game. You didn't play against Tottenham, and you are ineligible to play our next 2 league games. So this was a really good opportunity for you to showcase what you can do for the manager and for the football club. And yesterday, he was very caught out with Atalanta's press. Anytime they came at him, he gave the ball away. He nearly cost us about 2 goals. He was very lucky that those incidents didn't lead to goals. I think he always liked taking extra touches, unnecessary extra touches, and that's thing he has to iron out from his game. Just as Paul Scholes said, it doesn't look as if he will be able to do that. He likes doing those stupid things that he's been doing, just trying to block people off and just holding on to the ball unnecessarily. He never likes to make the simple pass. He's always looking for the Hollywood pass to play, and when that is not on, he keeps keeping on the ball and then getting caught time and time again. So I think Pogba was out, didn't play well yesterday. And Atalanta's press, once again, it was very aggressive. They came at us, and you know our players' technical ability is not that high. So when the team presses them very well, they always push them into serious trouble. And then also Rashford also yesterday didn't have a good game, and he was nowhere to be found throughout his time on the pitch. I don't know whether he's still not that fit or what, but Rashford didn't play well yesterday at all. And Cavani came on for him, and I think Cavani, he did his best. And Roanaldo scored 2 beautiful goals, as I said earlier. The first one was a very good team goal, and the second one we were just huffing and puffing around, and then his quality just shone through. That finish was just amazing. It was just a brilliant finish, you understand. So I think our defense is a problem. If you don't sort that out, we are never going to improve. We are never going to get in a consistent run. For how many matches now we've not been able to keep a clean sheet in the Champions League, and even in the league we have about 2 clean sheets in about 21 or 22 games. So our defensive shape and our defense in general, Maguire and Luke Shaw hasn't been great at all. Even though yesterday Luke Shaw was a bit better than Maguire, but I think if there were to be accountability, people like them will get dropped a game or 2 just to send a message. But they know whatever happens, they are the most trusted batch of the manager, and the manager will pick them week in, week out. Luke Shaw played against Tottenham Hotspur. He played yesterday, and he will play against Manchester City again with Alex Telles on the bench. If you even say Telles is not good defensively, but if you are playing a 3 at the back formation, I think he deserves to be given a chance. In that system, he can play and he can offer something, you understand. But Ole doesn't trust the other players. He just depends too much on his first 11, which is not good. So I think Atalanta's first goal, maybe you can say DJ could have done better, even though it deflected off McTominay. But I think DJ should have saved that, and we can give him a free pass for it because he's been in great form this season. Yes, we are only close to the top 4 in the league because of him. And one mistake yesterday, we can let go of that. And the second goal that Atalanta scored, I've seen people trying to blame Bailey, that Eric Bailey lost his man and he was caught ball watching. You can say that, but Eric Bailey's attitude or his actions there wasn't what led to the goal, because all of the defense were on the same wavelength except Maguire. They were playing a high line, they were playing an offside trap, and Maguire, for some reason or known to him alone, decided to go a yard or two behind them. So when the ball was played in, Bailey made that movement and he was expecting the guy to be offside. Not knowing his captain doesn't like that. His captain has a different idea altogether behind him. So Maguire played the guy on, and this is all on him. He was the same guy who played Soyuncu on against Leicester City. And he will be the first person to raise his hands to appeal for an offside decision from the ref. Meanwhile, you are not on the same wavelength with your colleagues. When they are all playing a high line trying to set an offside, you will be slow and you won't react quick, and you play the opponents on, and you tend to raise your hands for an offside decision in your favor. That pisses me off. Maguire really needs to sort himself out. Yesterday, if you watched the game and you didn't know the two of them, it was the first time you watched them, and somebody told you that Manchester United has an £80 million centre back playing for them. I bet you would think that was Bailey. You really think Bailey was the one who was signed for £80 million and not Maguire. Something is not right with him up here. So he cost us too many goals, and the second goal, he was the one who played the guy onside, and the first goal too, I think DJ should have done better there. So up until that time, we were very sloppy. We couldn't control the game. Atalanta were all over us. They were pressing us high, and they were giving us all sorts of problems. And the Zapata guy was a hell of a striker to play against. Even though I think Bailey really gave him a run for his money. Bailey matched him for his physicality and his aggression and all of that. He didn't find Bailey too easy. I was just wondering if that was Lindelof, he would have smoked Lindelof, you understand. So Bailey had a very good game, and I think when Matic and the other subs came on, Matic brought some stability in the midfield that we didn't get with Pogba. Pogba was very sloppy on the ball, and Matic came in. He helped us take control of the game. From then, I think we played and we pushed Atalanta back to their 18-yard box, and we kept piling pressure on them, pressure upon pressure, which then eventually led to the equalizer. So I think Matic came on and he helped us a lot to gain some amount of control in the game that we didn't have for the majority of it when Pogba was playing. And then also the likes of Sancho and Donny all came on at the last minute to play about 6 or 5 minutes, and they all had very bright cameos. I think they deserve more time, especially Donny. You know, he made some dangerous runs into the box, some third man runs into the box, and he even got a shot off. He nearly scored as the winner. So I really think Ole should trust these guys more, give them more game time. You can't sit them on the bench and expect them to prove anything, you understand. We are losing 2-1 down, and these guys are still sat on the bench in the 80th minute. You bring them on to play 5 or 6 minutes. They really can't do much within that time frame, you understand. But yesterday they showed their quality, and Sancho and Donny in particular, they linked up very well, and they contributed their quota towards our equalizer. So those two guys will be playing together. Their football intelligence looks to be on the same level. Their movement, they like to play the given goals. So if you play those two together, I think they can really work together very well. So in my opinion, yesterday Bailey was my man of the match, even though the official award was given to Cristiano Ronaldo, which is very understandable for him scoring those 2 amazing goals, you understand. Yes, so but me, I think Bailey, having been out of the team for that long and comes in and puts up that amazing performance, it's just too good to be ignored. So I think Bailey was very good yesterday, and he gets my man of the match award. And in conclusion, the board has to do something about this coaching staff. The way we play football is just like this. We don't seem to be able to find a peak or a niche to stay there. We come up, go top, we just play like that, and we don't win titles playing like that, you know. Yes, so that is not good. And yesterday's performance, once again, we were caught out by Atalanta's press and their aggression, and we couldn't cope at all. So I think, given the circumstances of that game, coming out with a point was a good result for us, and it kept us within qualification range. So that has been my match reaction for you there. Please get into the comment section and let me know your thoughts about the game. Subscribe if you are new, and smash a like on the video. Until we meet again next time to talk about the Manchester derby, have a nice time to you all. Stay safe.